In this tutorial, we're going to be discussing how to use loops, and loops are just basically repeating something over and over again, repeating a block of code, not animation. So you're repeating blocks of code. So the first thing we have to do is type in for, which is the type of loop. There's many types of loops. I want to type in parentheses, and then brackets. In the parentheses, you have to define the variable inside. You can't define it outside, it has to be inside. So we have to make a variable called I, or it can be anything you want. I'm just going to name it I. It's going to be a positive number, and it's going to be 0. Then we're going to close that, make another one, and we're going to name it, no, we're just going to type in I is less than, let's say 7,500, close it, and then increment I, and then we're just going to trace it, and type in trace I, and then what this is going to happen is for, well, first of all, we defined a variable called I, and it's going to be 0. For every time that I is less than 7,500, trace I, and at the same time add 1, because the plus plus sign means plus 1 to I. And if we were to run this movie in less than a second, you'd see that we have 7,499. But if we were to scroll up in this output window, we have all numbers between 0 and 7,499. And so that loops really fast, and you can loop up even more in just a couple of seconds, and that's how fast Flash is. So for every time that I is less than 7,500, trace it, and also add 1. So that's basically what's happening since I is equal to 0. And that's how you loop with for. Now we're going to learn another loop in the next video.